Musically.
Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? How was your weekend? How's your week been? Well, hopefully your week is off to a great start. Hopefully you all had a fantastic weekend. I did. And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about it, right? So anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me. I know I missed y'all last week. I just had to take a little hiatus. You feel me? Just a little getaway. Y'all see my tan, right? Y'all see my little tan. Y'all see my tan lines a little bit. But anyway, but I'm back. And guess what? I missed you all, right? So anyway, thank y'all so much. Whether you watching me live, you watching me on the replay or whatever, you know I appreciate you and I love you, right? So anyway, y'all know, before I get into today's show, right, I got to do my spiel. You know, I must do my spiel. I do see your comments. Now, listen, just to give a little disclaimer, I don't know. If you're watching from Facebook, can you post a comment for me right quick just to make sure that I can see it, right? I don't know. I think it's some funny business going on. But anyway, so let me go ahead and do my spiel, y'all. Of course, you should be liking, subscribing across all platforms, all of them, right? Tell a friend too. Now, y'all already know what I'm going to say. On YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period. You don't put the period, you already know what I'm going to say. You're going to be somewhere else, right? If you want to join the forum, it's RelationshipSoupGroup. If you want to follow me, it's RelationshipSoupLLC. Now, listen. We got all kind of greeting cards. Hit up RelationshipSoup.com, right? And then, of course, on IG, it's just Relationship Soup. So, all right, here we go. I do see your comments. All right, right on. All right, good. Because, for some reason, my little comments ain't posting to Facebook. I guess I ain't VIP no more. I'm like, StreamYard, how you going to do me like that? It's my birthday month, not day, birthday month. How many of y'all celebrate y'all birthday all month? Kind of, a little bit. Is it just me? All right, so I do see your comments. I see your comments. Leah Bennett, what's the science? Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Shantae Hart. Thank you for that, Shantae. I just had to make sure. I could see him. Dr. Cooper, what's the science? Thank you for the birthday. Yes. I promise I'm gonna talk about what today's show is gonna be about. Tyron Joe, what's up? Listen, little rendezvous. Listen, sometimes you just gotta dip. You just gotta dip for a little minute. You gotta replenish, center, all of that, right? So yes, Tammy says, all month. I already know you do, Aries. All month, right? Water signs, we do too. All right, boom. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. Nichelle, hey, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me from the 1st through the 31st. That's right, 7/18th. Your birthday's coming up in a few days, fellow Cancer. So absolutely. Yeah, 31 days, you got to celebrate it some kind of way, big or small, right? All right, so y'all, thank y'all again for joining me. This is the 74th episode. 74 episodes, y'all. That's a lot. 74. But thanks to you all for your support. That's why I'm still here. Obviously, y'all keep coming back. I'm going to give y'all content, right? So, anyway, so this show is entitled, this is just basically Elisa's Lens, Birthday Reflections, and Soul Talk. So, we're just going to kind of kick back, right? Talk about, birthday stuff and soul talk, right? So, anyway, y'all already know my birthday was 7/9, right? And I didn't do a show. Last year I did a live show, and I really appreciate you all. Y'all always show love to me every single year. I appreciate all the calls, all the texts, the prayers, gift, all that, right? The greeting cards. I do appreciate you all. Absolutely. Tyron says, I think it's a cancer thing. You know what? I don't know if it's exactly a cancer thing, Tyron, because like I've met different zodiac signs that like to turn up all month. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Although cancers, we are very special, right? So anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for the DMs. Just thank you so much. Y'all really covered me in so much love and kindness, and I do not take it for granted. I felt it, and I'm walking into this next chapter feeling seen. I feel loved. I feel strengthened, right? I feel strong. Strong. All right, let's see here. Mawanda Woodson, what up? What up? I see you got the fire, right? Yes, cancers, us water signs, we are fire, right? A little bit. I guess we can kind of put the fire out, make some steam or something. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, Miss Woodson. I appreciate you. All right, so yeah, like I said, I did take a little break last week, but sometimes you just need a pause. You just need to take a little temperature check, of your own heart, mind, and energy. So that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk about what have now some of y'all didn't have birthdays. So this is what I want to ask you. What have y'all learned over the past year for y'all? Right? What have y'all learned? If you don't mind, share that in the chat with me. Name one thing that you've learned, right? And even if your birthday is in a couple of days, put in the chat, what have you learned over this past year, right? Um, and I'll go ahead and share some of mine. So like I said, this show, we're just gonna reflect. We're gonna have a little soul talk. We're gonna be really easy this episode. Nothing too crazy, right? So let's see. What have I learned this past year? Man, I'm always trying to learn and grow, right? Not perfect, pure, not perfect. I'll be the first to tell you. My circle will be the first to tell you too. Well, maybe they wouldn't. Some of them wouldn't sell my secrets. But anyway, so what have I learned over this past year? I'm just going to share some things while you all are putting some stuff in the chat. What's some things that I've learned over this past year? Well, I know that I talked about the importance of staying in the present and all that stuff. I still feel like I'm learning that. I feel like better and better each year with staying present. I would also say that I've learned that letting go is not loss, it's alignment, right? That's been a real lesson for me. And the more that I surrender control, the more I feel that God is really revealing what's for me, right? So, that's a huge lesson for me, letting go, right? And that letting go is alignment because sometimes letting go can feel like loss, right? Like, oh my gosh, it's a loss, right? But no, it's actually alignment, especially if you believe that everything works out like it's supposed to. You feel me? But that's where that surrender comes in. And I am telling you, that has not been the easiest thing. I know that I've talked about surrender last year, but I'm telling you, with each year, I feel like I'm getting better and better with it. So, what have y'all learned? Let's see here. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. I'm still learning patience. Listen, Scorpio, me too. And you know my conversations behind patience. And I've even said it on the show, right? Because listen, I can be very transparent. Patience, that's something I ain't even pray for. I ain't pray for patience. I'm like, for what? Why? Right. But yeah, absolutely patience. Good evening, Mr. Grisham. Thank you so much for joining me, cousin. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Fonda. I appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday wish, beautiful. I really appreciate it. Shantae Hearts, do not wait on others to enjoy life. Do what you love, even if you have to go solo. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's a huge lesson as well. You should. You should. Every opportunity that you can, whether you solo, dolo, or whatever, enjoy your life. You only get one. And this life is fleeting. You feel me? It's going fast. I'm like, dang, 22 was just yesterday, right? Tyrant says to silence the noise in my head and be intentional about everything I do. Absolutely. Ooh, that head, boy, that head space, right? Right, them voices, and you know what? And I'm trying to be careful on how I say this because I don't want to sound crazy. You know, like the voices in your head. Y'all all know that you have them extra voices sometimes. So anyway, Lachelle says, "Life is short. Enjoy every moment. You absolutely have to enjoy every moment, and don't sweat the small stuff. Do you know how much time we waste? Okay, I won't even speak as a whole. I'll speak for myself. You know, even in my reflection, and again, I am still learning. How much time do you waste sweating the small stuff? So much time be wasted." Tonality says the dopest podcast on the planet with the most ageless. Oh, loveliest host is back. What it do? What it do? Thank you so much, Reese. I appreciate you. Absolutely. And look, I accept that. Look, I accept that affirmation. You hear me? I do. Absolutely. Christy. Chris. Congratulations, Chris. I am so happy for you two. Beautiful, beautiful couple. And I don't mean to shout out your business, but I love love. Okay. So congratulations to you two. So Chris says, be ready to pray for. Be ready for what you pray for. My life is totally different from what it was at the first of the year. God has really came through for me. I see it, Chris. I do. I do. Be ready for what you pray for. You need to be ready. Absolutely. Derek Norris, what's the science? Discernment and forgiveness, and the best revenge. Leave them and shine on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Forgiveness is everything. Discernment is everything. Now, I can't always say that my discernment has been on point. Tyron Joe, some of those voices like see, you know what? I be trying to be so serious. Y'all boy. Some of those voices lay next to you in bed and they have to get silenced too. Yeah, just tell them shh. Tyron, just tell them shh. Yeah. But absolutely. So, just the overthinking and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's definitely, you need to silence that. Just tell me. "Shh." You're very welcome, Chris. You're very welcome. And thank you for sharing. Like, when I see that stuff in my timeline, and I know it is good to, we've had the conversation about, some people prefer to keep things private and stuff like that. Just listen, you're not getting the evil eye from me, right? When I see couple people getting married and different things like that, I'm sending you all the love, right? And it's inspirational. You feel me? I love to see togetherness, although, we've had conversations and all of that. But Chris, thank you so much for sharing and keep on sharing. And hey, send me an invitation for real. Listen, I know y'all might have a limited amount of invitations or whatever, but wedding food be so good. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing with you, Chris. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. All right, so let's see here. So Derek says, so you hearing voices in your head? Listen, Derek. I ain't hearing voices like that. I do be overthinking though. You feel me? And I don't see dead people. I know that's what you was about to say. My sixth sense is very active, right? But I don't be seeing dead people, in the present or anything like that, right? But I do tend to overthink sometimes. I can say that. I do overthink sometimes, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Hey, I see some people in the studio. I see y'all. If you want to come on, let me know. Hit me on the private chat if you want to come on. You know what, William? I'm cracking up because I know what you do for a living. So for you to say you see dead people in the funeral, I see. Boy, I tell you, boy, this bunch, y'all be funny. Okay, definitely. We set a date, November. Oh, yeah, I will send you my address. November the 15th. So that's like what? Is that fall? That's gonna be very beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, I'll give y'all a gift card and all that, right? I'll give y'all a good gift. You hear me? I bet my voices are more entertaining. Listen, it probably depends on what's been going on. You feel me? Because okay, so I was watching something with like KRS-One or it was somebody, and it was a whole exercise like where he was asking you to do something, and then he was like, "Did you hear that? What was that voice or whatever?" Now I'm paraphrasing. If y'all want to correct me, hey, but I'm just saying it is some self talk. Self talk is real, and that's another voice. So, not the crazy stuff. Not saying that people don't be hearing voices and don't be crazy, because some people really do be crazy, right? Or do they be crazy? Is it that they really crazy, or society saying they crazy? Think about that. And just because society says it, is it true? Just saying. Are people that hear voices, are they possibly just more intelligent? Just saying. Hey, Prince, how are you? Fellow Cancer, and happy birthday to you again. Derek needs help. Fonda, you think Derek needs help for real? A little help? Just a little bit? I don't know. He might. You need help, Derek? You need a little help? All right, y'all. So anyway, so yeah, so those are some of the things that I've learned. What else have I learned? I would say too that I've learned that the quiet work that I've done. You know what I mean? The prayers, the boundaries, the private breakdowns. Because I know I ain't the only one. I know some of y'all be breaking down too, right? That it wasn't wasted. Like all of those things, any type of work that I've done, quietly, whatever, it wasn't wasted. And that was actually just seeds being planted, right? Because how sometimes, you do the work and things might happen, or you might not feel that things are progressing in a way. You'd be like, man, that was a waste. Was it a waste? No, just being planted. Sometimes seeds grow a little funny. But the important thing is that the seeds is growing. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me see here. What y'all talking about in this private chat? Okay. All right. I will bring y'all on in a minute. All right, so let's see here. What else have I learned? That peace and projection cannot coexist. It can't. And the truth is, you got to start checking yourself more, right? You got to go inward sometimes, and you just got to start checking yourself more, right, before you move. I'm getting better at that, right? Still a work in progress, but I'm learning it. I'm learning. Let's see here. What else have I learned? What else has Lisa learned? Let me think about that for a second. What y'all learn? What else y'all been learning? Some of y'all that's just joining. What else y'all learn? Hmm. What else have I learned? Sam Jackson. There is time for everything. Absolutely, absolutely, it is. And it's like don't believe the hype that it isn't time. It is. It really is time for everything. Let's see. What else has Lisa learned? I've learned that that I don't have to shrink to be chosen. I can be loved at full volume, right? By my divine connections, right? In God's perfect timing, right? You ain't gotta shrink. You ain't gotta shrink to be chosen. You don't. And let's see here. What else? What else? Mm, Derek says, of course I need help and I'm getting it. I wish more people would. It saves lives. Absolutely it does. And Derek, and I commend that you have been open about that, especially, even being a brother. You know what I mean? It's like, because for so long in our communities, that was a taboo to get help, right? But even for brothers, I commend when I see brothers actually getting the help because there's a lot, some of y'all, I won't say a lot because I ain't done no research. All I got is life lived under me, right? Some of y'all brothers just don't have the support. Y'all don't. Y'all don't have the support systems and the counsel things like that. So when I hear a brother actually doing it, I give you kudos to you. Let's see here. Fonda says, accept me or leave me alone. That's fair. Derek, we all need help. Yeah, pray for me. Hey, listen, I will accept your prayers. Pray for me. Because I'm sure I need help somewhere. I'll be asking the Lord to work to reveal that thing in me that needs to be changed, needs to be elevated, right? I ain't got no shame. No shame. All right, so let's see here. What else? What else? This is one I learned too. That when I stopped performing, right? Although my mother would joke with you, she would joke with me and say, you've been an actress all your life. Like she told me this whole story when I was 2 years old, and my father took my pacifier away from me. Right? Don't roast me. I don't know. I don't know the age, but I think I was like one. Mama, chime in and text me or something. How old was I? About what, 1 or 2? Anyway, I know I was walking, and so she was just telling me how my father came to visit or whatever, and I had this pacifier, and so he took my pacifier away. Boom. So I guess when it's time for me to go to bed, I'm looking for my pacifier. So I'm looking in all the little drawers and stuff, and she said the way that I threw my body on the ground was Academy Award. So I've been acting a long time, but anyway, I know y'all like Lisa. Get to the point. Okay, so what I'm saying is when I stop performing, right, and start living from my truth, I I became very magnetic. And that's just something that I know to be. Like when I'm just living in my own truth, when I'm doing me, being my authentic self, I'm very magnetic. It just seems like doors open, you know, people are drawn to me, on various levels. So yeah, absolutely. The performance piece, just living your truth and be you, right? And what's for you will be divinely assigned. So let me put that. What's divinely assigned to me comes when I'm not performing and living in my truth, right? So that's that. Oh, okay. I see I have some more comments. Let's see here. I've learned all ages play games. Listen, listen. Absolutely they do. I don't know when the games stop. Sometimes, just even conversations that I've had, I'm like, for real? They still playing games? Like they over a half century old, bruh. When do you get tired of playing games? You feel me? Speaking of games, was it true? Did y'all see the article about Uno being introduced to Vegas, right? Now I don't know the rules. I'm sure it ain't gonna be the Uno that we play at the barbecue. You feel me? But that should be really interesting. I was thinking, ooh, man, I might could win that. Just saying. Just saying. Kiki Banks, what's the science? It's okay to walk away for your sanity and peace. Listen, absolutely it is. Absolutely. It is okay to walk away, and sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to, and it is what it is, right? You know, your peace of mind, right? That's very important. All right. And it's a case by case. You have to look at things case by case. Does it make sense to walk away? Does it make you have to look at that, right? So anyway, let's see here. Tonality says progress is oftentimes rooted in our painful moments in order to project us into our divine purpose. Let me read that again. Progress is oftentimes rooted in our painful moments in order to project us into our divine purpose. Listen, that's an alignment actually. I was on YouTube last night, right? And it was a story or reel or short or whatever. And it was about somebody that was talking about how to pray and about the importance of not praying away the pain, but praying that, the pain will reveal what needs to, be worked on or whatever. I'm paraphrasing, okay? But that actually makes sense, because sometimes in those painful moments, it's easy just to throw away everything. The lessons, just the pro, just everything is canceled out. But in actuality, pain definitely is a teacher. It is. But it's if you want to learn the lesson or not, right? True, Tyrant. Absolutely. Mr. Jackson. I have learned how to get off the electric grid without buying solar panels or a generator. I am off the AES electric grid. Listen, Mr. Jackson, we need to talk. We are listen. I want you to come on the show, right? Because I did get your DM, and I think that that is really interesting. I would love to know more about it. Switching to YouTube. Okay, absolutely. All right, boom. So yeah, so that's that. And then finally, what has Lisa learned over the past year? God got me, y'all. Period. God got me. Even in the silent seasons, even when I'm questioning the process, when I'm questioning things in my life, and even when I didn't recognize myself. Just being honest. God got me, right? That's just what it is. So you know that here's to another year. Truth, tenderness, laughter, aligned love, divine connections, divine redirection. Hey, I'm looking forward to this year. I believe that, the best is still yet to come. And I'm just looking for God to show out. One of my prayers now is, God, show me how good this life can get. You feel me? And then He's showing me. He's showing me in every way, right? So that's my birthday reflection. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. Absolutely. Pasha, how are you, Pasha? Hey, friend, is speaking. Gotta give it. Thank you so much for dipping in, Pasha. Absolutely. Maybe you can come on the show one day. We'd love to have you in the studio. Absolutely, Miss Fonda. Learn how to get God. Learn how to get God. Chose my circle. Absolutely. Absolutely. Has Lisa found love? Has Lisa found love? Lisa's found love in herself. Lisa's found the self love. Y'all know that, right? Has Lisa found love? What you think, Tyra? You think I done found love? Do you? Tell me what you think. You a Pisces, Tyra. Y'all be having those spidey senses. You think I done found love, Tyra? Let me know. What you think? What you think? Oh, I knew what you meant, Fada. I knew what you meant. Malik. Oh, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. You've been balling if I had your Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shut up. You always see, you know what? You lucky you a fellow cancer and you my friend, right? I ain't gonna roast you online. Yeah, you could have been balling out. You could have made some money with these hands. I'm just saying. My God given hands. I'm just saying. I've learned that 40 something are God's favorite generation because black don't crack for us, at least for I think I'm aging pretty good. I do. You know what I'm saying? I call myself timeless. And I was actually just having this conversation with cousin earlier. We were talking about birthdays and something that Prince has said about not celebrating birthdays and aging. Like we got all deep today. So look, hey, look, God keep me healthy and all that. Fonda says, love will find Lisa, that husband. Hey, listen. I'm in a total state of surrender. You feel me? Listen, I've detached from control, right? You have to detach from control, right? Divine alignment. And listen, it's all about divine alignment, right? So that's just where I'm at. Absolutely. I listen, I know it's a whole Bible verse about it or whatever. I know I wasn't made to be alone. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's see here. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you come to my podcast, listen, Tyra, you're gonna have to send me you ain't even gotta send me. I was gonna say send me them questions first because I don't know what this Pisces might do. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm with it. Let's get it. Let me know when you want me to come on your podcast. I'm ready. I'm ready. Right? Because I can always say I plead the fifth. Anyway. All right, so boom. So if y'all got anything else, feel free to put it in chat. Let's see here. All right, so I see I have some guests in the studio. If you ready to come on, blink twice. Let's have a little conversation. A little beat. Y'all ready? I see. Are y'all putting it in the chat? Okay, when I see y'all, blink once, or I'm ready to come in the studio, blink twice. Something. Give me some thumbs up. All right. So okay, so I got William and I got y'all both did it at the same time. I don't know if I want to have y'all both come on at the same time. Who want to come on first? Guess a number between 1 and 10. Okay, I'm holding up a number. What number y'all got? Just hold it up with y'all fingers between 1 and 10. Okay, Reed says 5. What you got, William? Okay. All right. So, William, I'm gonna bring you on. Okay.
Straight.
Hey,
What's up?
what's up, William?
Leaves.
How are you?
So much better. I'm talking to you. Happy
Oh,
belated.
thank you so much.
My
I
baby.
appreciate it. Listen, we're gonna have to give them a taste of our conversations because it's
Man,
a
I don't know
little.
if they're ready for that because we go off.
Listen, we do, and we be like cracking jokes, like, cause I mean, for real, like you're a comedian for real, right? And then me, I got my closet comedian going. You feel me? Like
No,
it just
that no closet can contain you, ma'am. So yeah, okay. Closet comedian. Gotcha.
Hey, listen, for real, for real. So thank you so much for the birthday wish, William. You know I appreciate you. Thank you so much for always being a fantastic, a wonderful friend. You know,
I
through the
learned it from watching you, ma'am. It's easy.
oh, you know what that made me think of?
Wait.
That commercial. I learned it from watching you. You remember
Okay,
that
you
commercial?
learned it from who taught you how to use this? I learned it from watching you, okay? The 80s, baby. Yeah.
Listen, absolutely. Look, 70s, 80s. Was that early 90s though? I
That
learned it from
was
watching
late
you.
80s, early 90s, probably more late 80s because that one and then you had the other it was a whole campaign with different drugs because you had the I can't remember the latest name that was talking about
Mm.
this is your life on drugs and she was going through beating stuff with like a bat or a frying pan.
Yes, absolutely. I
So it was a
remember
whole
that.
series of those. I mean, we can probably look it up and see, but I want to say it was late 80s, like 88 or 89.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I remember that commercial. This is your brain on drugs. Remember, wasn't it the egg on the sidewalk or something?
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. What? I'm still here. I'm, I'm still at work and people are still coming through and people are surprised and I don't get off until 7 most of the time. So I know, but I'll leave. Thanks. All right. Bye. See, all
See,
right. See, people come through and check on me. It's beautiful.
listen, look, y'all see how loyal my guests be? They be at work and be like, listen, we still gonna come on, whether we at
Doggone
work
right.
or not. You hear me?
Doggone right. Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Because I'm
listen.
sure that I can tie it into work some kind of way. I was like, see, I was doing something else
Look, I
related.
was educating.
See,
Like,
exactly.
because I think you were like my second or third show, forgive me. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was the second.
Because I think
It
it's the
was
second.
it was one of it was the top five, top five, top five, top
Yeah.
five.
I'll take that. Top five. Hey.
Yeah, and you really educated my listeners on so much. So look, if you got to do that, you know,
Of
hey, I'm
course.
educating, I'm lecturing, or having a
Yeah.
conversation because I never like the word lecture. I
At
hate
some point in time, because we did some commercials for the job for HIV education, and we did a prep commercial that features Black women because of so many people are unaware because of the current commercials that's on that prep being for everyone. So I'm gonna send you those, and if you get a chance to, you watch them and see if other people can benefit from them because a lot of people, like even nurses that I work with, even though they work with us, sometimes they're not fully with us because of how society puts kind of stuff on and spin on stuff. So I'll send you those at some point in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do, and I will share it. Across all platforms or whatever. Because it's about educate. We got to educate each other.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that.
That's
Speaking of education, educate me and enlighten me and let me know when you said you were coming to Atlanta again.
okay. So see what? Okay. So. Hear me out. Hear me out. I will be there. I actually have a family reunion. I know some of the Grishams are watching. Now, originally, it was supposed to be in, was it July, y'all? I know the Grishams are still on there. Inbox me, but I believe it's in September,
Okay,
right?
I'll still
So
be here.
you gonna be there?
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise like my
Okay,
grandmama used to
Lord
say.
willing. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I got to get back down there. Like I still keep in contact. I have a lot. You know my family.
I
You know
know your
some of my
family.
family.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's who's having the family reunion. It's that
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's that side. So yeah, I'm definitely planning to get down there. I miss the A sometimes.
Just
Or
sometimes we
I
miss
think it's
you
the
all the time.
experience. Oh, thank you. I had some really good times down there, right? I learned a lot. That's where I went to broadcasting school at. Got my
Hmm.
little feet wet down there. You feel me? So Atlanta was really good to me. It was really, really.
Yes.
Georgia was good to me.
Yeah, we'll accept that. We will accept that. So yeah, please get down here, and I will hold a conversation with some of your family members. And like, hey, how can we creatively kidnap her? I mean, how
Listen,
can we convince her to stay?
stay in the A. Oh, you see them
Exactly.
bars? Stay in the A.
Stay. Okay,
A
let's stop.
town, A town.
Yes. See, we got a whole song. Stay in the A. That'll
Stay in
work.
the A. Hey, I
Yeah.
know Reese heard that. Reese, you going to drop a funky beat.
See, man. Yeah.
Stay in the A. Stay in the A. So let me ask you this. Okay, so all right. All right, so wait a minute. Aren't you a Sagittarius?
Or like some of my coworkers say, Sagittarius, but I mean,
Terrorist?
Sagittarius.
Terrorist?
Yeah,
Terrorist?
I'll take it.
Okay, so tell me
November
this.
Sag. Make sure because there's a differentiation between a November and a December.
Because there are, okay, because there's December Sagittarius,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because up to the 21st or 22nd, then there's November. So what's the difference, William? Do you think, what's the difference? What's the difference between a November and December Sagittarius? So let me drink some water.
And I'm only speaking from experiences. I feel like November Sagittarius is a little bit more honest, just in the grand scheme of things. I'm not going to get on relationship stuff, but just in the
Mm-hmm,
grand scheme of things, I feel like November Sagittarius are more honest and probably a little bit more grounded in reality.
mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Now you might have some December Sagittarius that think something different, but I mean we get along. But it's I've dated some December Sagittarius, and it was they were terrorists.
Oh, so you saying it's the December ones, not the November
Yeah,
ones?
it's not the November ones. The November ones, we're a special breed.
You know what? I say that. I'll say that. I find Sagittarius people to be very intelligent. I'll say that. Very intelligent. Right.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, like, fire, fire, fire.
Fire, 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 fire. Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, we get bad. I mean, all the signs get a bad rap at some point in
Yeah,
time,
that's true.
for the
Because
most
they try to
part.
call me a crybaby and a thug. And I can be a little bit.
I'm not co-signing that. I'm not co-signing it. I might co-sign it for some of y'all, but I'm not gonna co-sign it for you. I refuse.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't
And
think
I'm, well, how would you classify yourself then?
I would say, that I'm cool.
I can agree with that.
You know what? And let me tell you something, right? So, like, usually, like when I tell people, "Hey, yo, I'm a Cancer," like when we talk, or whatever, when I meet people, they be like, "You don't seem like the typical Cancer, right?"
Mm,
Because I guess some of these Cancer women be, they be out here doing some things, right? And
yeah.
especially, it'd be real funny when you talk to someone and be like, you tell them, "Oh yeah, my birthday's July such and such," and the eyes roll back like you a Cancer, like.
Hmm. I've got a few exes, and like one birthday was yesterday. Got another one that's coming up like a few days, and it's just like night and day. It was nightmare in some cases, but
So wait a minute.
everybody's
So
not
wait a
the
minute.
same.
So all right. So hold on. So all right. And I promise y'all, this is just we just talking today. So whatever y'all want to talk about, it's cool. So listen. So you as the Sagittarius,
Mhm.
you and a Cancer ain't work. Well, you
Oh,
didn't take a sip of water.
it was some challenges. Like the one yesterday, I describe her as being like, and this is a controversial statement, but one of my favorite exes. She was like, we were cool. It was just there was some challenges that
Hmm.
we probably could have worked through, but it's just like what we just gonna separate. Like we still hang out. Like I get a chance to hang out with her family because her family was real cool with me, and like
Hmm.
when they have events, whether she got somebody or not, they're still inviting me. And this was over 10 years ago.
Oh
This is
wow. Okay.
like 14 years ago. But then there's another one that was probably the most. I don't want to say evil person, but she there were some moments where like my religion was almost lost.
Listen, she must have been in June. She couldn't.
No, her birthday is
Don't
next
don't you?
Monday.
Okay. Well,
Monday, no,
it
no. Saturday. Saturday. It's next Saturday. So
okay.
yeah, no, 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 no. And her mom constantly will check in on me. But I told her, I was like, you can call me anytime you want to. Just don't bring your daughter up and we good. And that's been what that's 8 years ago. Yeah. So no.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because her mom came to my dad's funeral and she was like, oh, just like, oh yeah, by the way, look who I have on the phone. I was like, please don't let it be your daughter. Oh, hey, how you doing? And it's just like, oh, okay. All right, you good? All right, thank you. It's just like I just like, thank you so much. That my soul was burned that day.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? But I mean, maybe we can do this one show. We can totally break down the birth charts and we can get into every little detail.
Oh yeah, well, you just let me know. I'll be there.
Cool, 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 cool.
I'm I'm,
So
I'm there for you.
absolutely. And you are there, William. William.
Leaves.
You're such a wonderful. You're definitely a divine connection, and I'm so glad that we crossed paths. Like
Yeah, we are
even
stuck
when
with each other in the most pleasant of ways. Like it has been a blessing. But like I was reflecting earlier, like how long we've known each other, like how we got connected, and how we have still been connected over the years. Like there might be a break in communication for a little bit, but like as soon as we start talking, it's just like we have not missed the beat. It's just like, oh, we caught up, and now we're talking about, all right, what we doing next? How we doing this?
absolutely,
So I appreciate
absolutely.
you, and to
Thank
be
you.
able to celebrate your birthday and to be able to support you. You my girl.
Absolutely, absolutely. Through the ups, the celebrations, the losses. Thank you so much, and I
Thank you.
appreciate. And you know what? You got to let me know what you learned. I guess when we get, let's see here, a little closer to your birthday,
Okay.
you tell us what you learned.
It's a constant state of learning. A
Absolutely.
constant state of learning. And sometimes there
Yes.
was some good lessons, and then those lessons, I guess all of them can be good if you find the core meaning of what that lesson is supposed to be, but some of them are a little bit more challenging and painful than others, but it's worth it because that means we're
Absolutely.
still here above ground.
Absolutely. That means that you
Look,
still living. The pain.
uh-huh.
All of
Looked at
that.
it not being viewed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool, cool. All right, William. Well, I'm gonna take you off of here. I am gonna get the true false in. Somebody hit me it was a couple days ago talking about I be looking forward to the true false. We gonna do it. We gonna get the true false in there.
Ooh. Well, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Love
Thank you
you.
so
Happy
much. I love
birthday.
you too. Thank
Continue
you.
to celebrate. When you get here, let me know.
Oh, turn up, turn up, turn up.
It's not
All
just a
right.
vegetable anymore. Holla.
Yeah, holla. Bye. All right, I see y'all comments. I'm gonna bring a couple on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I see y'all. I see y'all. Let's see here. Holly says, I am a Pisces. Derek says, I learned people are still just believing stuff instead of doing their own research. That's very true. And y'all, it's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I be talking about the zodiac and stuff, but I mean, it's all entertainment. You feel me? It's entertainment. Because truthfully, my parents were a water and a whole fire sign. Made some steam, but it lasted over 40 some years. So, you know, hey. All right, so let's see here. Holly says, okay. All right, Fonda, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. King James, thank you so much for joining me. I see you. You're at work too. Thank you so much, Holly. Logging in when you're at work, and I appreciate that. Jay Wilson, the ultimate Pisces. I see you, Jay. Yes, you are a Pisces. Absolutely. Water sign. Pisces, Pisces. My daddy was a Pisces. And see, listen, I know you put the reading rainbow on there. I ain't make no mistakes today. I was good. I ain't stumble or nothing. Just saying. All right, Reese, you ready to come on? Let me know. Put your camera on. All right, let me go ahead and bring you on. Coming
Hey,
to the
hey,
stage, we got
hey.
Reese. We got Music Man.
Mm, mm, It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You know I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
The turn up is real. Hey,
Hey,
love. How you
hey,
doing?
hey, hey. I am great. I am blessed. I'm fantastic. I cannot complain. Life is blowing me kisses. You hear me?
Indeed, indeed.
Life is
I
good.
got one question for you. When did Regina Hall find her baby sister get a podcast though?
Talking about me.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about you.
You know,
I'm
and
talking
I've
about
heard that too. I've heard like people be like, you know who you look like? You feel me? Like I get all kind of stuff. I be like, I look like Lisa. Kind of, I
Not
look
for
like
real.
Lisa a little bit.
You definitely look like Lisa. I'm just playing. All
No,
jokes,
no,
but
no, no. I think Regina's very beautiful.
she's very beautiful. But
I will take that. And
you definitely.
I want Regina's money too.
Oh, let's go. Me too.
I get Regina's money. I'm just saying.
I'm coming to the cookout. Let's get that money.
You hear me? Listen, listen. And her fashion sense. She always, every time I see her, she looks so beautiful.
Yes, very, very, very beautiful lady. So
That's
shout out to you and
thank
your
you
own
so much.
beauty. And
Thank you.
you near and dear to my heart. My one of my top three favorite cancers. So
Oh,
definitely my
thank
top
you.
three of
I
all time,
appreciate
and
that.
my favorite people in the world. So I definitely appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate all the love. That's one thing cancers, I would say, I've also heard that cancers can be a big old lump in the throat. Like, just with the whole, like, when I think greeting cards, just that's
Yeah.
us. We can be warm and fuzzy. You feel me?
Yes.
We can be warm and fuzzy. And we can be like unfuzzy and unwarm. We can be
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
and unfuzzy.
Polar opposite, right? It's like okay,
Absolutely.
I'm not a
Absolutely.
killer, but don't push me.
Hey, listen, I be trying to be, for the most part, I'm cool. I feel like I'm
Yes.
cool for the most part.
Until somebody pushed that button
I
and you're
have
like,
my
hey,
moment.
we all have those moments. And I mean, I'm a Taurus, but Taurus is supposed to be, in control, but like, again, I'm not a killer, but don't push me.
Yeah. I
you know,
think we all can have those moments. Like when
absolutely.
we can, be like the Incredible Hulk. First we all in our good
Right.
clothes, and then we can just grow into this monster.
And what's even wild, you're wearing green. So, at any point,
Yeah, you know what? I said I was not gonna do black
I
today,
love that.
right? Last year I did I think it was like a fuchsia pink or something, and
Yes.
this year I was like, oh yeah, okay, let me do kind of this bluish, greenish, turquoise, kind of like
I love it. Very spring, very summer light, very demure. That's what
very
people like to
demure.
use on demure. So I love it. Great fashion sense. You be dressing to the nines too, not just Regina King. So give yourself some credit, give yourself some love, and your aura is dope. I want to tell people that I know the fellas, and I'm just gonna speak, and say what people want to say in quiet. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. You know,
Mhm,
while the physical attraction is definitely there, you have an
mhm.
aura glow about you that's like super super dope. So love your aura. Very intelligent, very demure. So
Thank you.
I'm glad to be rocking with you and part of this journey. And I get to, you get to hear my beat, every time the podcast comes on every Tuesday. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. You have been a fantastic friend of mine, through the ups, downs, from the celebrations to the losses and all that. I definitely appreciate you. I
Yes,
appreciate you. Thank you for the prayers. Even when my mom got sick, like you were praying and, just thank you so much. You know all that you've done. So I
yes.
really appreciate you.
And I appreciate you as well. You've done the same for me, and um, my mother going through her ebbs in life. Even recently, and your prayers have been like magnetic. And she always says, "Hey, how's Lisa doing?" She even asked me like, "Is Lisa back in town?" I was like, "I guess I don't have a air tag on her, so I guess she's back in town." But she was like, she loves Lisa, so she loves your prayers and well wishes, and even the card. So like she put it on her desk and she reads it often. The prayer. So thank you so much for being like an amazing just being and a great friend.
Thank you. Tell your mama she welcome and I appreciate her. Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes. I'm glad that she
continue.
liked the card.
Yeah,
Look,
continue to
thank you
keep her
for
in
your
prayer.
order.
Yes, yes. Thank you for the order.
Look, thank you for your order.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. She paid me a compliment. I was rocking the brown relationship t-shirt. She's like, "Oh,
Yes.
yes, yes," and she was like, "Oh, you switched up your you actually look good today." I was like, "What you trying to say, mom?"
Relationship soup. Hey, look, wear it better with relationship soup. I don't know.
Facts.
Say
I
it
got
better and wear it better with
wear it
relationship.
better. And she was like, "Okay, you look good today." I was like, "Thank you." I mean, I guess it's a backhand comment, but no, it really actually was a good shirt. I rocked shirts, back to back. I actually wore the brown one on your birthday, to represent the podcast. People are like, "What's relationship soup?" I was like, "I'm glad you asked." So I actually,
Absolutely.
walk an advertisement for the podcast as well as the website and everything. So I was like, they have greeting cards as well. Look at the one, when my mother's in rehab, I was like, hey, this greeting card came from Relationship too. So, you know, just giving you those plugs, in the real world.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Yes. Y'all wear the relationship soup shirt. Hey, send me. And you know what? People really do be sending me like I was about to say screenshot. I'm thinking about class. They really send me like their selfies and stuff. Like, yeah, somebody was out of the country and they sent me like a selfie with them wearing a relationship soup shirt. Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and it's
Absolutely.
comfortable too. I need a special edition Music Man one though, like a red one though, like for me, and then it'd
I
be like
gotta
Music Man
order
edition.
some more because I
Yeah,
am down to like, what my favorite color is black. I
I
think
know.
I'm down to like mostly the black
And
and
I need one of them too.
dark
I
blue.
need both of them. I need both of them.
Okay. Well, look, we'll figure it out. Hey, you just let me know.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right.
So it's great to see you, through this journey, and again being part of this journey, and going through the ebbs and flows with you, and just seeing like your light and growth, even through the dark seasons, in your life, and just seeing how you've developed, as a woman. And it's invigorating to see, your light and growth through this process and where you are, in present day. So,
Thank
you
you
know, I,
so much.
I appreciate and love you for it.
Thank you. Absolutely. And and that's the thing that I really do love about my circle. This look, I guess our circle, my circle,
The
whatever.
winner circle. Yes, divine circle,
Look,
winner circle.
my counsel, my friends, my divine connections is I love how we, like we speak life to each other. Not
Yes,
perfect, right? Because
yes,
we all have our moments. We all have our
absolutely.
moments, ups and downs, the pretty and the bad. At the end of the day, I just love the energy of speaking life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because so often, life can just throw you things, and then even sometimes your self talk don't be elevated. You
Ooh,
be
talk
having all
about it.
these different thoughts and stuff like that. So, I always appreciate, the soul food, if you will. A
Yes.
sister loves some good soul food.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just
Fact.
the physical food, but that
But
soul food.
figuratively, you already
Absolutely.
know. You know you'll be on that soul food journey. And the
Absolutely.
affirmations. And just use least in general, the affirmations that you've given me and you given your audience is just magnetic, and that really helps people because you just never know what people are going through behind the scenes. And oftentimes we're taught to put on this universal front, like, oh, we're all good. It's like people ask, like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. But in reality, there's power struggles and there's ebbs in life that people, are going through. But, I can tell you, I can speak for myself, and I'm sure your audience would agree that those affirmations are golden. So, I speak affirmations to you that, you continue to be a love and light in this world, and you continue to be magnetic and, touch the lives of people, because you've done a great job on this journey. And you're definitely a light and a salt in this earth, as the Bible would say. So keep
I
keep being
appreciate
you, keep shining, keep being a blessing to to others in this world. Because even when you're out and about, I just I've heard conversations you've had with people, and just how you uh really transfer in the room with your actual aura. So that's incredible. Continue to be you, continue to grow and develop the woman that God called you to be.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tonality Records. And
You know
look,
I got you.
look,
Bars.
they're gonna get me if I don't do this true false.
You already
So
know.
stick around. I'm just gonna do a couple true false and then we're gonna get out of here because y'all already know on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
All right. Well, thank you,
Thank
Reese.
you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, boom. So y'all heard it here first, right? All right, so let me see. I see a few more of your comments. Jay Wilson, thank you so much. I appreciate the soul day wish. Taurus and Pay Aries. Yes, 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 yes. Tammy, yes, this energy is amazing. And Tammy, you know about that energy too. Like, I mean, it's always refreshing when you can, converse with your divine connections and y'all can, feed each other soul food. That's a beautiful thing. All right, boom, y'all. So let's look at this right quick. I'm gonna do a couple true false. All right, the first true false question, right? This is gonna be, let's see here. Let me go ahead and get it going. I know there's a slight delay, so let me go ahead and put this on here and I'll bring it up. All right, true or false? If they really loved you, they know how to meet your needs without saying anything. Is that true or false, y'all? Do y'all be wanting people to read your mind? Y'all want people to read your mind? What y'all think, true or false? If they really loved you, they know how to meet your needs without asking. Is that true or is that false? Oh, I see your comment. I see your comment, Holly. I'm gonna bring it on. Okay, so Reese says false. False? You think it's false? Okay, if they really loved you, they know how to meet your needs without asking. What y'all think? What y'all think? Melvin says false. Tonality says false. All right, y'all. For the sake of time, the answer is false. Even healthy love needs communication. No one is a mind reader. And that comes from the 5 Love Languages by Mr. Garrett Chapman. Yes, absolutely. So, hey, listen, stop thinking people are mind reader. They can't read your mind. Although some of us are clairvoyant a little bit. Well, I am in my dreams. I'm just saying. All right, so let's see. All right, I saw you, Derek. Oh, thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate you. I see you. Let me Holly says, I want to say you are inspiring. Because of you, I'm thinking about going back to school because COVID knocked me out of school, work, and home. I had to get a new life since then. Oh, Holly, thank you so much. Okay, y'all, listen. Don't have me getting sensitive on this podcast. I think I've only cried once on a podcast, but I don't really think you could see it because the way the light was reflecting, it was during that show with Jacoby, when Jacoby and I. That was a very, very touching show. All right, so let me see here. False. Women and men think differently. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Let's look at another question, y'all. We may go a couple minutes over. I'll do it for y'all since this is my birthday show. All right, so let's see here. So, true or false? Let me bring this on. People with secure attachment styles don't get triggered. Now, y'all know we talked about attachment styles. There's anxious, there's secure. We talked about that like 50, 11 shows. Okay, maybe not that. What y'all think? People with secure attachment styles don't get triggered. What y'all think? Ooh, these comments be coming up fast. False says tonality. Right? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Derek says false. Falso. Not true. Right? Melvin says false. All right, let's see here. All right, so I got 3 answers. The answer is false. Secure people still get triggered. They're just better at regulating and recovering. And this is from Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller. All right, y'all. So let's see here. Let me think of one. Well, not think. I actually have questions now. Let me think. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to do one more question. Okay, true or false? This is going to be the last one. And then I see that there's a few more comments. I see you, D or Test. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me tonight. All right, so true or false? All right. Healing happens alone. Healing happens alone. Is that true or is that false? What y'all think? Does healing happen alone? Does it happen alone? What y'all think? True or false? Healing happens alone. DR Text says true. Well, for me, Malik says false. All right, awesome, awesome. All right. Melvin says true. Right? Okay, so that's 3 answers. That's 3 answers. I know it's a slight delay. All right, so the answer is dun, 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 the answer is false. Healing is both internal and relational. We're wired for connection. The resource is The Wisdom of Your Body by Hillary McBride. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. 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 Do y'all want one more question? I see you, Holly. True. Yeah. I'll say this is what I'll do. The questions that I missed tonight, I will bring them on a future show. All right, I do like to bring y'all comments on. Let's see here. I know that I missed a couple of them. DR Test. What's this? Mathematics. See, I almost said science. You told me. Look, science is for everybody else, but you get mathematics. Good evening. Been listening at the doctor's. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ooh, I hope you feel better, Daniel. Let me know, prayer. You got my prayer, all of that. Just keep me posted on how you're doing. All right. All right, so let's see here. M. Woodson says winning. Yes. Yes, this is a winning season. Absolutely. This is definitely a winning season. Let's see here. We need them divine connections to get us through the tough time. Absolutely, we do. We absolutely do. Absolutely. All right, so let's see here. DR Test, I see your comment. False people with secure attachment styles can and do get triggered. They're just typically better at handling those triggers. That's very true. And that's the thing. It's just about how you handle those different triggers, right? So yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else? Yeah, we'll those are the questions. We'll bring on another show. So anyway, y'all, today, thank y'all so much for all the birthday love. Thank you so much for the affirmations. Thank y'all for taking time out of your life to be with me, because y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me, and I appreciate that. No matter the amount of time, whether you're watching during the live show, the rerun, I appreciate you and I love you. Y'all know that. All right, so I'm so glad that we had a chance to take this pause together. And sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is check in. Before you check out. Sometimes you be checking out. You need somebody to check in, right? So today this wasn't about answers. It was definitely about awareness, and I appreciate y'all. So I hope that this show, plants seeds. Thank y'all so much for everything, the continued prayers and all that. I am so grateful for another year and another chance to pour another episode and connect with you. I really am. Y'all know I love affirmations. And before we go, y'all know I got to put another affirmation out there. Let's see here. Which one do I want to do? Let me do this one, y'all. Let me do this affirmation here. Oh, you're very welcome, Mr. Jackson. Yeah, let me know. Hit me up, Mr. Jackson. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share this affirmation and I'm going to get out of here for real. So this affirmation, divine wisdom flows through me. I am in perfect alignment with peace, clarity, and soul-nourishing connections. I do not chase. I attract. What's mine moves toward me with ease. I like that. I like that too. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. Y'all know I got to give my little shout outs so much. Mama, thank you so much for joining me tonight. To all my listeners, everybody in the studio, Music Man, Billiam, I appreciate you. All my listeners tonight, y'all know I appreciate y'all. Shout out, Mama. Yes, you asked me and I'm here, right? I just had to take a little break, Mama. I had to go give me a little tan. Y'all see that? I see my little tan. Shoot, I'm brown skinned now, right? I'm brown skinned. Y'all know how the winter be doing me. Shout out to Lyric, the Grishams, Aunt Anna, my viewers. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you and enjoy your birthday. Absolutely, because hey, we celebrating all month. Crystal says, I'm happy I was finally able to catch the show. Happy birthday, beautiful. Love and blessings. Thank you so much, Crystal. I think you're a fellow Cancer too. Absolutely, you are. Thank you so much, beautiful, for joining me and for catching the show. I appreciate you. All right, so let's see. Of course, y'all know, like, follow across all platforms. YouTube is Relationship Soup, period, right? Facebook is Relationship Soup Group, right? Come and join the forum. I just approved like a few people. So if you want to get in there, come and get in the room. All right. If you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. The website, RelationshipSoup.com. On IG, you can follow the Relationship Soup page, right? So let's see, is there anything else? I think that's really all. Love yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you. You got to love yourself, right? Before anybody else can love you, it starts with you. All right. So anyway, share this podcast with somebody, and until we meet.